great to be here at the Improv. When I first started out doing comedy, I didn't work at very good places. I once did comedy at a strip bar. And this wasn't even a good one. This place was called Stretch Marks. They had a special that night. If you were adopted and you thought you recognized your mother dancing, you got a free drink. The Mai Tais were great. Anyway, I'm a little depressed. I had to put my dog to sleep.
Oh.
I know, because I was going on vacation. It was just a poodle. And I'm a little tired. I was woken up this morning by a Jehovah's Witness. 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I open the door. He goes, "Do you know God?" I'm like, "This is L.A. I don't even know my neighbors." So there you go. It's nice to be here, actually. I don't get out that much. It's hard to date when you've got kids and you're married. Actually, no, I have 2 kids. I love them very much. I wish I could have more, but I can't. It's a court order. And actually, I'm a good mom. Here's my definition of being a mom. Being a mom means going to Denny's when you're not drunk. So much different when you're sober. My youngest son made me a present at school. He made me a milk carton purse, which sounds kind of cute, but it's not. He didn't even wash it out real good. He glued raisins all over the outside of it so it'd look like leather. I think he's retarded. Don't smoke when you're pregnant. But the point is, I made the mistake of saying how much I liked it. He made me shoes to match. So you know your kids know way too much about sex. When you hear your 12-year-old tell a 6-year-old brother, "I found Mom's vibrator in the bureau." And then your 6-year-old goes, "What's a bureau?"
Just came back from a very traumatic vacation to Hawaii, which normally should be great, but people grill you when you come back. Like, "Oh, you're in Haleakala?" "Yes, I went to Haleakala." "Did you take the road to Hana?" "Yes, I took the road to Hana." "Did you see the incredible dolphin ride?" "No, I didn't know what that." "Oh, that's the best thing in Hawaii. You screwed up." No. I tried so hard. I went to every place in Hawaii you're supposed to see. I was in Kauai. The lady at the hotel said, "Best thing here, Waimea Canyon Lookout Point." "Well, it's a 4-hour drive one way." I drove out. I looked. Drove home. I was exhausted. She goes, "What'd you do today?" "I went to the lookout point like you suggested." "Oh, good. Did you go on the little trail at the end?" "What little trail at the end?" "Well, that's where the view is. It's a shitty view at the end of the trail, and then 4 steps down, boom, view of a lifetime. You didn't know that?" "No, you didn't say that." This is the 8 hours of fucking driving with more power in the radio than in the engine of the car. I had to turn on rap music to pass people. So I tried to make up for it. The next day I went snorkeling. Came back. "Where'd you go today?" she asked. "I went snorkeling at Black Rock like you suggested." "Oh, good. Did you go on the far side?" "What far side?" "Far side." "Well, that's where the fish are. There's crappy fish on one side, incredible fish on the other side. There's mermaids. They're naked. They give you a head. You didn't know that?" "No, no one mentioned that." It's been a tough time for me getting into the computer age. My family isn't very computer literate. My dad is 75, just got his first computer, and he's expecting me to teach him over the phone while he's in Chicago. Now, to understand my dad, he can't even stop the beeper on his digital watch from going off every hour. He can just turn it to another time to annoy him. So he calls me and he goes, "Harry, I'm in front of the typewriter. I got the TV on, and the solid drive is spinning." "Dad, it's the hard drive." Yeah. So my hand's on the rat, and I'm in screen doors. You're in Windows, Dad. It's hard to be technical. A lot of us think we can be. We buy very expensive digital equipment. Everyone has a VCR. No one knows how to program it correctly. If we did, why are they spending all this money to get us that new talk to the remote programming thing? Have you seen that? You talk into the remote. "Take the game." "Take the fucking game. And stop flashing 12 o'clock. It's so sad. We're supposed to be a little more in control of our lives, but I think we're just, I don't know, I didn't expect at this point in the 20th century to be begging a machine to take my change. "Take my dollar. Don't spit it out. As fast as I can make the corner, please." And I think we need more of a challenge in life. There's something wrong with everything being so safe. Like, you go to Six Flags, it's dangerous but not enough. I like to bring things to Six Flags, like big bolts. the biggest you can buy, and then just drop them around, watch people find it. Oh shit! Where's this from? Oh shit! And you're hiding in the corner yelling out, "My arm is caught!" That guy's experience has been enhanced.
One time we were driving through a construction zone, and there was this sign that said speed limit 35 ahead, and there was 4 of us. So we were basically through there in no time. Good thing I wasn't on a bus. I came into town on the bus. I like riding the bus. It's strange though, because ever since I was a little kid, my mom used to say, there's always one weirdo on every bus. I couldn't find him. Oh, I know what you're thinking. I'm psychic. I am psychic. I just found out today that I won the 1999 Psychic of the Year award. I know what you're thinking, but I don't do drugs. I'm against drugs because my mom used to do a lot of drugs before I was born. My mom's great. She's pretty cool. When I was in 3rd grade, I'd come home with my school pictures and go, "Mom, is this a good picture of me?" And she'd say, "Well, it looks just like you, if that's what you mean." I think I get my sense of humor from my grandfather because I remember he was on his deathbed one time, and the time actually. We said, "Grandpa, when you die, do you want to be buried or cremated?" He said, "I don't know. Surprise me." I have a question for you. Where do homeless people have 95% of their accidents? Okay, I have another question for you. If an armless guy has a gun, is he armed? A lot of people think I'm dumb, but I'm laughing all the way to the bank. I don't have an account there or nothing. I just run in and go, nice bank. So how many women think all guys are pigs? Let me see a show of hooters.
I've been on the road for a long time, and I haven't had a chance to see my girlfriend, and she called me up and she wanted us to have phone sex. Now, I'm not really into phone sex, but to make her happy, I had the phone sex. And it was kind of cool until I got the receiver stuck in my butt. So I called the phone company, and they say, we can't help you. Maybe you should call a plumber. So I called the plumber, and so I was having phone sex with my girlfriend, and I got the receiver stuck in my butt. And he goes, "What?" And I said, "I was having phone sex with my girlfriend, and I got the receiver stuck in my butt." He goes, "Jesus Christ, I still can't hear you. You sound like I got the phone stuck up your ass." And the plumber came over. Well, I couldn't answer the door because I only had 4 feet of cord. I told my grandma that story. And she goes, "Well, you need to get a cellular phone." I was watching the news last night, and there's a mafia informant on there. And this mafia informant, he had the news staff cover up his face so the mafia wouldn't see who he was, and no harm would come to his family or his friends. And I was thinking, if I was this guy, I would take advantage of the situation. I'd take out a big picture of an ex-girlfriend that dumped me, and I get my face right in that camera. And I'd say, "Hey, big, fat, stupid mafia stupids. I don't care what you do to me, just please don't hurt my sister." Then, see, I think men take it a lot harder than women when they get dumped on because the male ego's at stake. The male ego is bigger than a house. My roommate's girlfriend of 5 years dumped him, so for the next couple of weeks, he couldn't even speak normally. He could only speak like in crybaby talk. He turned into the crybaby guy. I come out in the morning, he'd be crying in his Captain Crunch. And I go, "Hey, man, what's wrong?" And he goes, "I'm ugly." And I go, "You're not ugly, you're very handsome." You have nice cheekbones and beautiful lips like Claudia Schiffer. He goes, no, I'm not. I'm ugly and everybody hates me. So to cheer him up, I had to act like I was coming on to him. So I put my finger up to his lips and said, shh. Don't say a word. Just let me look. And he goes, stop it, you're scaring me now. My name is Gene Pomp, I'm Mexican-American. My first year of college, I met this girl and I wanted to go out with her, and she goes, Gene, what are you anyways? And I go, I'm Mexican. She goes, well, I don't know if you should go out with me because my dad's really prejudiced, but maybe if you call him up and you can impress him, he'll make an exception and you could qualify to go out with me. It's like, all right, I will. So I kind of liked her. So I called him up. I said, hello, Mr. Anderson. I called about your daughter. She nice. He goes, listen, little gosh darn jalapeno pepper belly. This guy hated my guts. So I started dating his daughter just to spite him. And I used to like to go over his house and ask him if I could use his restroom. And then I'd come out and go, man, your toothbrush tastes weird. Once I got this roommate out of the newspaper, and after he moved in, he was like the biggest dork I ever met. And I wanted to get rid of him, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings because he was a really nice guy. So I didn't know what to do. Because I wanted to get rid of him. He was a really nice guy, but he was a big fat dork. I just walked into his room one morning, stark naked, with an erection, carrying an axe. And I just kept looking at him going, oh, man, this is going to be sweet. And now I can't get rid of him. Last time I was on Evening at the Improv, I got in a lot of trouble because they put the comics through a screening process of the words that we couldn't say on television. And this one comic goes, can we say whore? And they go, whore, that's no big deal. And this other comic said, how about ass? And they said, that's no big deal either. So I said, how about vagina? And they said, well, vagina, that depends on how you use it. This other comic said, how about penis? And they said, that's the same as vagina, depends on how you use it. So I opened up my show with, I think my girlfriend might be a whore because every time I spank her in the vagina, penises fall out of her ass. And they never asked me back to do the show.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Alec. I'm married. I have a kid. My life is over. Thank you very much and good night. I've been married 6 years, and there's only one question I'd like to ask my wife after 6 years of marriage. Why do you watch TV commercials when you have a remote control? I mean, have you ever seen a woman use a remote control? They don't get it. I mean, they go, click. And they actually watch the entire program. This freaks guys out. We're going, give me this. Look at this. Click, click, click. Look at this for it. Click, click. Watch me. Click, 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 click. What did you watch last night, Jimmy? I watched everything. I also like to ask women this question. Why can't you learn to put the toilet seat back up? Is it too heavy? What's the problem here? I don't get this. No. Have you ever gotten this in the middle of the night, guys? I just fell into the bowl. Like it's my fault. I try to be sensitive. I go, honey, try this next time. Turn around and look before you sit your big ass down. Try that. That's something new. I give women credit, though, because there are things men do you'll never see women do. Like, you'll never see a woman go up to a little kid, pull my finger. This is funny. No, come on, pull it. Never. You'll never see a woman walk down the street and blow her nose like this. Never. They won't do that. You'll never see a group of women yelling at a group of men on the street corner. Hey, how about grabbing onto these? Huh? How about, want some? You'll never see women do that because they know we would. My son is 2, and I was far too young to have a child. I was 40 when my son was born, and it's too young. I mean, there are women now having children in their 60s. That's the age you should have children, when you're in your 60s. Just think of the advantage of having kids in your 60s. You both get into movies at half price. Kid yells and screams, you don't hear him. You don't have to save for college because by then you'll be dead. See the advantages. course, I was in the delivery room when my son was born because it's the 90s and it's the law. I videoed the birth, and I think there are good reasons to video the birth. I mean, someday my son's going to ask, where'd I come from? All I'm going to have to do is go, roll the tape, take a look, right there. And my son misbehaves, I sit in front of that tape and run it backwards. It's yes sir, no sir after that, let me tell you. But I admire the women of the 90s because the women today carry condoms. You know that? A lot of women carry condoms with them. I think it's great. And women aren't intimidated to buy a condom. I've seen women walk into a drugstore. I need a condom. Yeah, give me a lambskin lubricated one that's ribbed with feathers, 2 feet long, vibrates, and glows in the dark. And hold on, I got a coupon for that here somewhere. It's here. Thank you.
Well, I'm ready to get married again. I've been married twice. Both my husbands are remarried and very happy, and they love each other very much. No, they're not. One is actually remarried. He lives in Arizona on a mountain with a woman named Rainbow. Trails. Kick off your earth shoes and shave your pits, bitch. You know what I'm saying? The 60s are over. And the other one, man, can't live with him, can't bury him under the crawl space of your house. He's dead. No, he deserved it. He cheated, you know. We don't like it when you do that. And she was young, very young. I'm talking, she had milk money pinned to her sweater when I met her. Oh, are those braces scraping anything? I like young, too. I'm just jealous, because she had big, huge, fake silicone breasts defying gravity like a David Copperfield magic trick. Quick, get the hoops. Nothing up my sleeve, nothing in her head. Watch me pull a rabbit out of his ass. I'm just jealous, because it looks like I haven't, doesn't it? It's because I'm wearing the Wonder Bra. And my tits are going, I wonder how we got up here. Everything's starting to sag. I'm a little older now. I've lost a lot of weight. I've had the baby. I've got the triple sag thing hanging. And girls, you know what that means. If you have that, just don't get on top. No, I didn't know. I was on my hands and knees, cleaning, all right, I was on top. Hey, it's a wife's right. But do you know what? If you have the hang thing, do not get on top. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not attractive. It doesn't look good. And if you have to be on top, poke him in the fucking eye. He doesn't want to see it either. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm thinking I'm a beauty. I accidentally look at myself. I have a third udder hanging off of me. I thought the man is going to milk me before breakfast. Do I moo? Do I moan? Oh, are these bothering you? Let me get them out of the way. I'm sorry. When the hell did I get a 34 long? When did that happen? You want to look good? You want to look good? I'm telling you, get on the bottom. Be on the bottom. Lay back, lay flat. Let everything flow into the pillows. Point your toe. If you point your toe, your thigh falls into your hip. Your leg looks thinner. It's a little trick we girls know. If you've got a waterbed, it's the best half. The best half, he goes right underwater. It's like an optical illusion. Light refracts, suck your cheeks into... Think you're looking really good, then you accidentally roll over on your side and your stomach goes thwomp on the bed. He's going, who else got in bed? Nobody, it's the dog. Ruff, ruff. Tucking it in, tying it in knots. We're so worried the guy's looking at us, he's so busy sucking his gut in, trying to look like a greyhound puppy. All of a sudden that beer belly becomes a chest. I don't know how you guys do that, but yeah, you just have to remember things when you start dating again. You gotta, like shaving. You know, when you're not dating, you're not shaving. Girls know that. Oh, I gave away a big secret. Please, if nobody is touching you, why would you cut yourself for you? You know what I'm saying? If nobody is touching me, why? Who would know if I was Miss Monkey Woman under my pants? Who would know that? One time I forgot to shave for so long, I had no idea how hairy I got. I went swimming, I got out of the water, I caught fish. I said, you know, I think it's time for a shave. There's a wide-mouthed bass hooked to my thigh. I'm pretty sure that's... You know the hair thing, too. Oh, please. The hair thing, we all know. The girls know. You can't just shave your legs now. The bathing suits are cut up to your neck, so you gotta, yeah, you shave your leg, your stomach, your face. And it's a little sensitive. We have a little thigh thing happening, and so you can't just shave your legs. You must, you know. And I get bumps. All right, I gave it away. I get bumps. You get bumps? You know what, my girl? Yeah, I know. I get a lot of bumps. It's not. It's like a little mountain range, actually. If I had crabs, they'd be skiing. You know. They tell me don't shave. Get a wax. Get a bikini wax. Have you done that, girls? Bikini wax? Oh, what Nazi torture bitch thought that up? You have to walk into an office and you say to some woman you've never seen while you're wearing a piece of paper, could you help me? You're laying on a table, she's stirring a boiling black hot cauldron of wax. Takes the hot wax, pours it down my thigh. I'm twitching, I'm swearing, she's going, is something wrong? Is that too warm? The meat is bubbling off the bone. I smell barbecue and it's me. Pass the sauce and cool off my leg. She starts waving at it. I go, it's not going anywhere. What are you doing? She goes, no, it's going to be fine now. She puts a piece of paper, sticks it on the wax, waits for it all to congeal, rips the hair out by the root. Oh, please do the other leg.
Hi. You know, let me just get this out of the way right now. It's no secret I've had a small bout with mental illness. But I'm happy now. I'm happy. I hope I stay this happy, you know, because sometimes, I don't know, I get so gloomy. So glooby. I'm afraid, I don't know, I might accidentally have to hurt someone. My therapist, Dr. Luther, said, actually, he said it this morning while we were having sex, that he gets violent thoughts like that too. And I'm working on these feelings at the Center for Affordable Psychotherapy, so I'm fine. I still get scared sometimes though. Like scared someone out there thinks I'm someone else. And that someone else has been a really bad girl. I'm afraid I'm going to be arrested for some crime I didn't commit, or maybe commit a crime in my sleep, or be framed for some terribly unpleasant crime like, gosh, I don't know, stabbing my entire family to death over Thanksgiving dinner because they never fucking listen to me. And no one will believe I didn't do it. And I'll have to spend the rest of my life in a maximum security prison being raped by bulldykes named Paula, who wear Wranglers and oversized watches, who have their way with me all day long, far into the night, taking turns with me, passing me from cell to cell, through the bars, holding me above their bi-level haircut heads, chanting my name like I'm some sort of grand prize or something. And the whole time, William and Roderick, the big black prison guards, just watch and chortle. And sometimes I have to have coitus with them too. They make me. Other times I don't worry about anything at all. I feel calm. And I'm learning to forgive myself for things too, like stalking all those guys. So I stalked a few guys. Big deal. I mean, God, I won't be ignored. Besides, it's their own fault. I told them on the first day, you know, while we were having sex, look, if we get things started and they don't work out, I have a really hard time letting go. And remember, sure, you could run, but you can't hide. Where are you going to hide? Huh? Big shot? I'm going to find you. I am. You stuck it in me. That's a nonverbal promise. I'm going to have to kill you. I will. I don't know, I guess my parents didn't pay enough attention to my needs growing up. My mother refused to cook on weekends. She'd say, your father and I are going into the city. You, your brother, and your sisters can have tuna on a bagel. Go. Do. They just didn't pay attention to me. See, I was a bedwetter. I wet my bed. My wet bed was covered with wet sheets. I was a peer in the bedder. My parents knew this, but they sent me away to camp for the entire summer. They said my bed needed a few months to dry out. To go piss log someone else's mattresses for a while. I learned how to lick the problem, though, I just didn't sleep for 2 months. Do you know what 60 days sleep deprivation can do to a 12-year-old girl? Do you? So I'm a skinny. It's tough being a skinny. I used to wear 3 pairs of jeans on top of each other to try and help fill me out. It didn't work. It just made me the skinny kid who couldn't bend at the knees.
Hey, if you're watching this game, you're probably single. I am too. I'm still looking for that one woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, you know. Buy a little house, have a couple of kids, settle down, get divorced, have a bitter child custody battle, end up in a small apartment paying alimony, hang out in singles bars, become an alcoholic, commit a petty crime, and spend my twilight years in a halfway house where everybody knows my name. That's why I'm a bachelor. Actually, I kind of like being a bachelor. Nobody to tie me down unless I want them to. I don't have to clean my apartment ever. Oh, it's a little scary out there, though. You got to be careful nowadays. I don't wear a rubber anymore. I wear a wetsuit now. Yeah. The only thing bad about those things, you can't get them on in the dark. It's dark. She's ready to go. You're ready to go. Now you got to open this thing. Oh, baby, hang on a second. Let me get this open here. No. I'll figure it out. No, stay in that position. I'll just gnaw it open. Which way do they go? You know? Had a lot of strange dates. I went out with a bodybuilding girl. That was a little weird, a little different. I don't know, something aesthetically strange about high heels and lats. It's like, honey, oh God, I think you snapped my spine. Went out with a stewardess. That was kind of an interesting evening. It was a little wild, though. We got back to her apartment. I felt like I was on a 747. Please extinguish all smoking materials before entering my bedroom. And once in the bedroom, make note of the outdoor exits in case of unexpected boyfriends. We ask that you remove all clothing before stepping into bed. And while in bed, please remain locked in an upright position. Tonight's birth control features not only the pill, but also the diaphragm. And for added protection, we ask that you use the rubber sheath in the top drawer of the nightstand at the side of the bed. Simply tear along the tab and place over the appropriate appendage. Tonight's sexual activity areas include 1, 2, and 3. All other areas are strictly forbidden.